All right, we got the grill going. I got some chicken breast, some got in there. I think it's skirt steak. Yeah, skirt steak, and then some. I've never grilled sweet potatoes before, but I'm excited to see how that shit turns out. Just cause. I mean, I fell in love with sweet potatoes earlier no, last year. No, was it 2 years ago? I think 2 years ago on Thanksgiving, one of my cousins made some, and I have been obsessed. They were candied too, so it was for Thanksgiving. There was the candied version, and obviously that's not exactly the healthiest thing in the world. But just finally opening my mind to having sweet potatoes now, and it opened the whole Pandora's box or whatever the hell. So now I eat this shit like. I've usually air fry them or roast them or whatever, but I'm gonna try them grilled this time, and I'm pretty excited. I'm like, see, I get a little too excited for food stuff. I don't know why. I just love food. I love being able to make flavors and make things taste fucking beautiful. It's funny you can't make things taste like beautiful, but they I like just messing around in the kitchen and seeing what flavors I can make up together. Right now, I'm about to actually flip the meat real quick because it's smelling kind of like it's going. All right, yeah. Some of that meat was already ready. Let's if you know, you know. The kind of that's how that skirt steak is super thin, or at least the ones that you get at the Mexican restaurant. I've gotten some from Sam's Club, and it's not the same. It's quite thick, and I grew up eating thin, super thin skirt steak, so that shit cooks up in like a couple minutes. It's already, you gotta flip it. So right now I'm really just gonna have to keep watching it, going back and forth. The chicken takes its time. I try to cut it a little bit thinner just so it can cook a little bit quicker, or just so I can get it cooked a little bit more evenly. Because when it's too thick, it's just gonna end up with that can easily become where it just makes it harder to cook like that, especially thoroughly. So try to cook your breasts a little thinner when you're gonna grill them up. That's just a little pro tip right there. But no, yeah, I just wanted to hop back on. I don't want to force myself to do these videos, so it's really just whenever I'm feeling like it. Because I grill every once in a while. I grill probably once. I'm trying to go now that the weather's gonna get nicer. Twice a week is gonna be a lot more often. But yeah, I don't want to force myself to do this, because you know what they say. It's like forcing yourself to do anything at some point is going to be counterproductive. It's like, I think, kind of like the gym. Whenever you first start going, you don't really want to just go all in and force yourself to eat to be perfect, or try to be perfect in everything, because that's easily how you're going to fall off the wagon. It's so easy to try to go 100% on something and then end up falling off the boat, or falling off the horse, whatever the hell you want to call it, boat, wagon, horse, or whatever works for you, right? But just because the pressure can be too much, that goes like with everything though. Like, it doesn't have to just be the gym. Pressure when you're trying to achieve something. And I mean, okay, first off, everybody's different. Like, some people will work with pressure. Some people can handle it, and it actually makes some people perform a little bit better. But myself, I'm actually pretty damn good with pressure. Like, I've luckily been able to use it at, I don't know, like when I'm not under pressure, that's when I kind of slack, and when nobody's on your ass, even if it's just yourself. But if nobody, or that feeling of pressure isn't on you sometimes, like some people like me, we just can't perform all the way. But I've been getting way better at telling myself, like, okay, you got to be on your own ass. Like, you have to, nobody, who's gonna make me go to the gym? Nobody. Who's gonna make me make something out of myself? Nobody. So it's really just trying to figure out how to not talk to yourself. It's learning how to talk to yourself in a constructive manner. Just because some people, I actually do talk shit to myself sometimes. Like, I can be like, oh, stop being a bitch, or you're like, oh, just lock the hell in, you useless, whatever. And it can help me. Like, it makes me be like, I ain't no bitch. I know what I'm capable of, so it helps me kind of push myself a little bit more. But some people just, if that doesn't work for you, bro, do what it does, because that works for me. So I'm like, all right, why am I gonna, I'm not gonna fix it if it's not broken. So yeah, besides that point, it's just, don't force yourself to do things, guys. And kind of going back to the last episode, is like, that's how we find out what we do, or we are and aren't meant for. Because how else are we gonna find something that's calling our name naturally? Like our soul or spirit is like yearning for it. if you're just forcing yourself to do something. I mean, you can tell. Like, let me think. A good example is maybe I wanted to learn how to be a mechanic or something, and then when I do car work, I actually really I can do it. I'll get it done sometimes, but there's some when it gets a little too complicated, a little too intricate with some of these things, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go hire somebody, go to a mechanic, go to a shop, whatever, find somebody to do it, because it's not really. It doesn't pique my interest to learn more about it. So why would I put so much effort into it if I know that I'm gonna, or put so much effort as if I wanted to make it a living or something like that, when I know it's not gonna feed my soul. And everybody, again, to each their own. Like we were talking about the accounting stuff, like maybe that will feed your soul, but this is something different. So I've been trying to, honestly, I do like making videos. I like being able to talk to the camera. I like being able to just lay my ideas out and just be able to figure things out together. I don't know, I feel like this is kind of like a cooperative thing here where we're just talking, and I'm able to not just help myself, but hopefully help some people with this, because, man, that's one of my bigger goals in life, is just trying to help as much people as I can, because this world is a shit place right now, and it's not really getting much better. It was actually hilarious. My neighbor just came up. He was like, it's really just soaking in. I was smelling all the damn food, and that's one of my special abilities. Is I know how to smell with the block. And I'm not talking about with no gas or nothing. I'm talking about with the food, y'all, on the grill. I mean, bro, you just learn how to season your stuff, add some flavor, like, honestly, it's not that complicated. Or maybe I just have a little bit of a gift with the aromas and stuff, because that's how I figured stuff out. I just, like, smell the seasoning, and I'm like, all right, let me put this in here, put this in here, put this in here. And don't get me wrong, my mom gave me, like, some of the staples, and I generally always use specific ingredients, like the what is it, like pickled jalapeno juice and orange juice or limes, whatever, and let that marinate. Thankfully I had time. Thank God I had time today to let it marinate a bit. So I was able to really soak up the flavor, and I'm assuming this is going to be a damn good batch right here. I need to start planning ahead of time and do it the night before, let it marinate overnight, because, oh my God, I bet that'd be ooh. But, yeah, guys, kind of what I'm brain farting. I don't even know where I was at with everything I was saying, but it's just doing what's calling to you. Oh, and just helping out people, because that's one of my missions of life, helping out people, seeing how much people I can help. Man, just, cause I know what it's like to, I might have said this in a lot of other my videos, and I'm probably going to say it for the rest of my life, but I know what it's like to be in a hole, and I know what it's like to not feel like there is a way out, not feel like it was weird, maybe just because of social media. It's funny because we're more connected but disconnected than ever. Like, we feel so alone nowadays, and maybe that's what was going through my head, man, because I've made some mistakes. I've almost ruined my life before, but thank God I've been able to come out the other side and make something, at least start trying to make something out of myself. And it's not easy. And nobody ever said it will be, so I don't expect it to be. I think that's another big thing of how life is set up now. We're so focused on the instant gratification, the results quick type of thing. Like, that's why everybody's so attracted to get ripped in 30 days, get ripped and grow this much muscle in a month. And it's, man, that is just BS. Like, anything that tells you get rich quick, get results quick, this and that, for the 99% of the time, it is not actually going to work, or it's not as easy as it sounds. Because even, like, if I was doing crypto and trading and all this stuff, even with that, like, you'll see people join this group, and you're going to start making money in a month. You're going to be making this much, that much, trading this and that, and it's just not the case always. Anything worth it is going to take a lot of work, and it's going to take some patience. That's what this gym stuff has definitely been teaching me, like, patience, because Again, results don't, you work out for a week, you're not going to see results. You're not going to work out for a month, you'll start maybe seeing some baby results. You work out for a year, okay, now you got a little bit going for you. You work out for 2 years, okay, now you're really starting to get something down. You're building the habits, you're doing that. But we try to shortcut everything and we forget that first we don't, it feels like that because I think we get to that point because we also don't think we have enough time. We don't have all the time in the world. Like things do. We're on borrowed time, but that just means use your time efficiently. Effectively, because not everything is gonna take you closer to your goals or to reaching, some getting results. So try to narrow out your path and really focus on the things that are gonna help you get better. It's easier said than done, especially with all this input, yo. Like everything that we're being shown on socials, everything that we're being shown on TV, everything that we're being told by people, because we have so much more access to other people now. And imagine everything you see, then everything somebody else sees, and everything somebody else sees, and then you guys get together, and then imagine all that input, and it's just stacking on, and at the end of the day, you got too much coming in with not enough digesting and not enough output. So we got to really just work on kind of honing all this stuff. I don't know if honing is a word, but on just making something happen with everything that we're getting, everything that we're inputting. I'll definitely say that sweet potatoes in the grill, honestly, pretty damn good. Right? So, when that smoke, cause it's hot, and it's still a little brisk out here. It's not like sitting at. Let me see where we at. They're talking about 50 degrees. So actually, it's not even all that bad. I went on a walk this morning. I got my shit done. Like, it was a good morning, good productive morning so far. Now I'm about to finish grilling up. Then I got a long day at the gym with my clients. I got to get my workout in. Like, I got to finish this up, and I'm gonna head right over to the gym to get my workout in. And I got clients from like 3 all the way to 7, 7 p.m. tonight. So I'm being a little locked in for a bit, which is how I like it. I'd rather be doing something, especially gym stuff, than nothing. So I don't know. We got the association walking around. I might have to pause this for a little bit because I'll be inspecting gutters and whatnot. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. They got a whole mob of them too, man. But whatever. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. Like I said, I like being able to talk and figure stuff out with you guys. Maybe it's something I can grow. May have some of my guys come around and do something with this. It's pretty. I mean, it's something to do. Something. I like being. Man, I love being outside. Ever since, I think not just when I went to Colorado, but ever since I was a kid, I definitely love being outside. I think just going to Colorado a couple years ago just opened me back up to like, man, I love the outdoors, and that's why this year I want to make it a good one. I want to be able to. I want to go camping at some point. I want to be able to just explore at least a little bit more of the country. Hopefully Canada here soon, and the rest of the world at some point. Who doesn't want to explore the rest of the world? Actually, I didn't for a while, but now my mind has changed, so we'll be working on that. All right. Yeah, the association. They were actually pretty chill. I honestly thought they were a little bit more asshole-like than they were, and I guess it just goes to show how much assumptions, what they mean. I don't know why. Honestly, I'm trying to think of why I thought they were assholes. But I've never met. It was like a whole group of them too. So you'd think they'd be a little big doggy, but no, they were chill. They were chill. Like, honestly, I only talked to the old lady mostly, but she was pretty chill. But yeah, well, sometimes we're just quick to judge people on either what we've heard. Like, look, I've heard some complaints from the neighbors and whatnot, but what can you really say about? I guess you can't. Man, that just goes to show, don't just take people's word and go and run with it. Like, try to make your own opinions. Try to make your own opinions by the experiences you've had. Like, now I think they're pretty chill. We put in a little work order for something that we got going on the side of the house. and hopefully that's gonna get fixed up here now. So yeah, try not to assume, folks. I know that's one of the bigger issues nowadays, and it's like, and it's just natural, you know, like you assume on what you see. That's why they say like appearances matter, you know, for at least first impressions too, like, and that can be, oh man, your first impression can be so that plays a bigger role than you think. It can either be detrimental or it can be to your benefit, and I guess it depends on what situation, with who the person is, and where you want that relationship to go. But first impressions, dude. If you're like in a bad mood, this is why I always try to, like, no matter what mood I'm in, try to be a good person, because you never know who you meet for the first time. What if it's somebody that can literally change your life, somebody that can help you level up, or somebody that teaches you a valuable lesson? You know, like those are. Well, the thing is, you can learn something from anybody. So it's like, even if it's learning something new and that's something that you should do or something that you shouldn't do. You know, you can take a little bit of something from somebody, from everybody, really. And I think that's where that that's where that first impression really matters, guys. It's something that we probably don't always think about. You know, like, I'm gonna be who I want to be. I am who I am, and that's cool. And don't get me wrong. I try to be myself as much as possible, especially because people could just feel that. You know, like when you're just faking it, and then just like, you kind of just come off as trying too hard. And that'd be the best way to put it. And I don't know. That won't. You won't thrive that way. You know, you won't be able to. You won't be able to make a lasting impact that way. I feel, you know, if it's the social media stuff or whatever, content stuff, you're not going to last that way. Maybe you can get some quick fame, you know, maybe you can do something quick with it, but this is a long run, man. It's a marathon, and you want to be able to make mistakes and be able to come back from it, you know? And there's how much people that they make one mistake and that maybe that's all their character was based off of. Next thing you know, they are gone, they are canceled, they do this, they do that. And it's, you know, a lot of that has to do with, also because they don't have enough history to back up what the cancellation reason is, if it was valid enough. You know what I mean? Like, say somebody famous says something that sounds racist, you know, but they've had, what if they didn't have a history, if they weren't famous for a while, and maybe then they were like relatively new to the scene, or of whatever fame status means, and then quickly they're gonna get canceled. No, you're never gonna hear from them again. You know, they're gonna boom, boom, boom off of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything gone, and then there you go. You know, they're cooked. But if somebody has been established as a good person, if somebody's been established as had to have all this proof that they aren't actually racist, maybe they just said some dumb shit and it came off a certain way, or that maybe that it was just misinterpreted. And but if you have that if you have that proof, you know, the background of, okay, you're able to, people are able to just know more about you, and you know, and people are going to be able to see, like, okay, well, maybe he meant it this way, or maybe he didn't, it just came out the wrong way. And that's another, I mean, that's another mess of the whole world, just how much people misinterpret things, and then what that does to people's lives. You know, how much people have been canceled with no good reason. I I don't even want, I can't even think of a good example right now. I'm trying to think. Somebody's been canceled for no good reason. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if it's a good example because I can't see no good reason, but like Steve will do it, man. He got canceled off of YouTube and everything just because supposedly it was because of the gambling link he had on his YouTube page. And it's just like, yeah, no, it was a little bit deeper than that, you know? But, you know, things like that, though, people knew. Actually, never mind. That's a little bit of a messy case. YouTube has probably been trying to get rid of him because he's a little bit of a messy individual. You know, he'll say some shit, and he'll say it with his chest out, and obviously most, like 90% of people know that he's playing around, but some people are gonna take that to heart, and next thing you know, people are gonna be getting butt hurt. People's feelings are gonna get involved, and then there you go. That's where everything goes downhill. People's feelings, and just how much people can propagate a situation. Because sometimes it's not that deep. We make a. I don't get me wrong. I've said some shit before that I know probably wasn't the best thing in the world. Who hasn't? And like, does that make me a bad person just because I said some wild shit before? Does that mean that I'm like actually that thing that I was insinuating, even though I was just playing around? No. I mean, we all say some wild shit. If you don't, if you say you don't, you're lying to yourself. Like, don't stop lying to yourself, bro. Because man, if the old Xbox chat lobbies were ever recovered, we'd all be gone. Yeah, we'd all be arrested in a terroristic prison or whatever the hell, in a high security place because we said some shit before. But oh man, if you know about the Xbox lobby days, the Call of Duty days, like man, that's some throwback stuff. Some real throwback stuff. It's crazy to even think about that. Back then when you're in those moments, you don't think about, wow, these are gonna be those moments. These are gonna be the moments that we look back on and like, that was a time, man. That was a cool time. And even now, I try. This is what I mean by trying to be present, trying to be mindful about what I'm doing, because I do gotta appreciate where I'm at right now. I do gotta appreciate how I can move my body right now. I gotta appreciate how I'm in. I, God willing, I'm in full health. I don't know what I got on inside. I'm pretty sure I'm good, but I do need to go get checked out. But besides the point, it's easy to not appreciate the moments and the positions we're in. Because even if you're in a bad place right now, like try, man, make something happen. So then in the future you can be like, man, I was in a shitty place. I was in a place where I didn't think I was gonna make it out of. But look at me now. That is a beautiful thing to be able to just reflect and be okay. I went through something, but I was able to keep going. I was able to make something out of it. Not everybody has that ability. Everybody has the potential to get out of their hole, but it's about who's really gonna do it. And that's easier said than done. Not everybody is willing to. Not everybody. I don't ever want to say not everybody can, because yes, you can. We have so much opportunities nowadays that it's like, if you're not successful, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's mostly 95% on you. Like, the reason I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be, the reason why I'm at where I am is because I wasted a lot of time. I could have put a lot more effort into things when I was younger, and been in a better position. I could have been in this position back when I was 20 or 21, whatever. And you get the point. But I didn't, because I was just wasting time, making a fool of myself, trying to be something that I wasn't. But it's cool to be able to figure out that we do have a lot more control of our lives than we think, especially nowadays. Like, obviously, there's some places and circumstances, I don't know what's going on out in the Middle East. It's a mess over there. Or in Russia, I don't know how it really works out there. But I know that everybody has the same opportunities. But there still are more opportunities than before. I heard this podcast, and there was like, some people back in like the 1800s, if you were born a farmer, you were most likely going to die a farmer. Like, it was almost impossible to get out of that stuff. And it's true. Like, now, if you're born a farmer, how much farmers are movie stars now? How much farmers are like went to university and became professors? How much farmers did this, did that? Like, we have that available now. And that's why you can't be mad at where we're at. You can be mad at some of the things we're going through, like some of the injustices that are happening in the world, but you can't be mad at the vast amount of opportunities and changes and beauty that there is in the world, man. Because there's so much. Like, man, I can't wait to travel and just really knock things off the list and see what I can get. Or see what I can see what I want to see. Which isn't 100% clear to me yet, what I want to see. I got an idea. I got an idea where I want to go, what I want to do, but I need to, like, solidify it. I need to cement it and make it a straight, like, this is the plan. This is the goal. I don't know. Something I've been working on a lot more. And it's like, again, puzzles. It's a puzzle. I'm putting it together slowly, one piece at a time. So we'll see where the big picture ends up, Other than that, guys, I got to get this rest of these potatoes off the grill, get my ass over to the gym, get my workout in, because it's a little late for my workout, but we're going to make it happen regardless, all right? I'll catch you on the next one. We'll see where I'm at. We'll see where I'm at mentally next time, I'm doing good right now, so let's keep this ball rolling, ladies and gents. Catch y'all later.